Hi guys, it's Alston. In this video, we are going to learn about ThriveDesk. ThriveDesk is a customer support and communication software which is focused to improve communication process between you and your target audience. They are able to offer improve their communication based on several features such as live chat, a way to give a live chat widget option within your website so your visitors can chat with you through that website widget, a unified and shared inbox, which means all the messages you receive from any email addresses, contact forums or third-party email integrations, all this message will be delivered and organized within one inbox with a lot of organizational and management capabilities, and also with access to all your team members or customer support tasks, so you can handle all the request inquiries messages in a much better efficiently oriented way. And also they do have a community features within their ThriveDesk where you can create a own dedicated forum or a discussion platform within your customers, for your users, for your students, depending on your use case, where you can use this to communicate with your audience or create discussions between audience or share updates, and you can keep it private or public depending on your use case. They also do support knowledge base, but it's still upcoming, so there is no way for me to know all the inside on how it works, so I'm not going to cover about it now. But it basically what it does, it you will save all the replies for frequently asked questions, and automatically when a user types in, they will see all the answers for that question, which will be available directly in a knowledge base environment or within the live chat widget itself. Couple of things first I need to mention before I go into the video. First, this is not a full review video. The reason is I've been only using this product for 2 weeks on my SaaSpirate website for testing purposes for this video. And also there are several features which are available within this particular website, within this particular application, but it's still not available, such as knowledge base or several mini features within the application settings itself, still not available. It's on coming soon. So this is I have listed out all my initial impression along with features, pros, cons, everything in my notepad. I will look into it and I will just let you know all this right now. And full review video, once they have completed everything, I will go into depth and create one separately after they finish all those things. Okay, without further ado, now let me go into the video. First, I'm going to focus on the shared inbox feature. Basically, now I'm back on the app dashboard, where this is the screen you will see once you logged in. Basically, shared inbox, as I mentioned, a unified single place inbox where you can control and receive all the messages from various email addresses, softwares, contact forums, plugins, all these things into one single inbox. This inbox is categorized into, we can also say this essentially as brand or separate projects. As for example, I have created an inbox called SaaSpirate support SaaSpirate, but it can be any different. You can create one for your another brand, or you can create an inbox for your client, and each of this inbox can have its separate messages, separate email addresses, and separate team member access. So one inbox is separate from the another entity. So in this case, I have just created one according to my personal need, but depending on your plan or need, you should create multiple different inboxes here. And if I now let me go into the inbox and show you around what you can see. In order to visit inbox, I can click here, or I can just go from inbox and click on here. Anyway, you can do it. Basically, this is the layout where you will see all the unanswered or unassigned emails, messages here, and with the option to different folder structure categories available. Depending on your status, you can categorize it. For example, live chat, I will explain when I talk about live chat, but unassigned show all the unassigned or unattended messages available. Mine shows any message or request which is specifically assigned to me. Assigned shows all the assigned inboxes, messages. Closed shows all the message request or communication which has been closed. Trash shows any messages you delete, it will end up in the trash box. The first thing I need to tell you let me open one of this test message so I can show you one of this example for you guys directly. For example, I have opened one simple message here where basically the header section gives you all the control regarding this message. For example, in this case, first I can assign to a team member. In this case, I'm the only agent available for in this inbox, but I can always create a new user for this inbox. It's simple. All I need to do is go into inbox settings, go into users and start invite user, give a user role. If you want to give full access, give administrator. Just a support agent, keep it as user. Give the email, and if you have multiple inbox, all those options will be listed here. In this case, I just have one, so I just need to click on here and click on invite member. Then I need to go into inbox and I click on manage, and I need to go into permission and just save that, tick that user also inside this chat, and they will be becoming an agent for this inbox. Status is where you control the status of the particular ticket, whether it is active, pending or closed. Tag is where you have another layer of differentiating or organizing all your message differently. For example, these are not default tags, these are something I personally created. In order to see all the tags, click on manage tags and you will be taken to this section where you can create new tag, assign a color depending on your personal preference, and you can tag these messages for a better finding or better organization of this message. If you find any unrelated messages or spam or something like that, you can delete it. It will automatically go into the trash folder. In case if you have multiple different inboxes, you can move this particular message between inboxes also. Not sure why you do need to do that, but personally there is a feature for it. This shows it's currently on active state, and I can navigate through all the messages from here, whether I want to go to new or older, and also I can toggle all the expand all the responses or just toggle it and see what are the things. This shows all the details which it was able to find out. For example, what is the name, email, and if it's a live chat, it will give you me all the live chat details as well. And basically that's all the details you will see at the main part. The middle one is obviously the body part of this message where you will be doing all the conversation part. If I come into the bottom, and you can see there is an option called reply. If I click on it, now this pop-up will pop up. There is several options here. First one is just typing the reply. You have the editor if you want to enable it. The cool thing is there is option for a private note also. For example, you are saying something to your user or the person who sent this message, but you do also want to create a private note for you to have a better understanding, or you can even tag another team member within the private note itself. These notes are not going to be sent to the customer, but these are for internal purposes, and you can do that from here. And if I go into the reply again, and you see another option here which is instant reply. Basically what instant replies means, these are some of the common messages or answers for the question. For example, there might be some questions in your business where you will be typically receiving that a lot, and you might be replying same messages for every single time. In that case, you can create a a particular message instant reply. For example, let me go into this manage instant reply, and you can see now I can create several folders and I organize all these messages. I can give the name and I can type the message. The cool thing is you have variable controls here. For example, you want to use their name or ticket ID, you can choose whatever the names available here, and automatically when you are replying to that person, it will be automatically a dynamic variable. It's not static value. Dynamically it will automatically update depending on the ticket ID person's name or ticket ID number. So all those variables are here and you can use that to construct your message. In this case, you can see I have created a one message called join group, where I just give a promote to join my group. If I click on that, it automatically fills up and I can reply it back. So that is what instant reply does. And these three dots, if I click on it, it will show all the two details or subject, CC, BC, all this advanced control in case if you want it. And here it shows once I clicked on send reply, what is the status I want to assign this. Do I want to assign to any specific person, send reply, and if I click on it, there will be a couple of additional action as well. So that is how you basically see all the details within the inbox feature itself. Now let me go into the inbox settings. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, you can also create brand new conversation or communication from this inbox itself. If I go into the new conversation, I can create a to address, I can create a subject, I can assign a tag, and I can create all this message and can send or initiate a communication within this. So it's not just for replying to the request, but you can initiate replies conversation from here itself. Now let me go into the inbox setting and show you some of the features available. The first one is the basic details about your inbox, including name, and this is the email address which it gives. So whatever the email I forward to this particular address, it will automatically bring all those emails within this in shared inbox. And connected email address, it shows the default settings of the replying preference and all this option. And here is where you can create email signature depending on your need. You can also use both variables. For example, if you have multiple support agents, you can use their full name in this case and it will automatically change depending on their thing. The one limitation which I noticed within signatures, that you can't use any images. They have disabled it. I asked the reason, they said it is because they want to ensure that more deliverability and they don't want any images into the signature. So just wanted to mention there is no option or ability to include images. Even if you copy paste the HTML and paste it here, it's not, still does not work. So this is where you can include the text version of signature. Connection is where you automatically, if you want to set up all those DKIM, return path, DMARC records, all this, you will see all the data and you can set it up for better deliverability. And permission is where you give the permissions to different users. And satisfaction rating is where this is typical for ticket ID usage, where at the end of the completion message of that particular ticket ID, usually it will be prompted for the user to give a rating on the service they received, just a way of measuring our efficiency of that particular support agent helping that particular person. And here you can do all these things. For example, you want to place the rating below the signature, above the signature, you can control how it looks. And you can also, if it's a foreign language or different, if you want to customize the text, you can customize all these things. It shows what is the default text on the title, so I can change depending on my need or depending on my different text value. And you can save all this, and automatically the satisfaction rating feedback form on the completion will also be changed. So those are the satisfaction rating here. Now let me go quickly into the reports, which it's not a big separate feature, it's just an add-on for this particular support, where if I go into the reports and click on support my inbox, it gives me a not an advanced report, it's just a basic eye level overview. For example, you can have the range either as a this week, last week, this month, last month, and you have the bar chart references here, and also you see total conversation. I would personally would have preferred to have more in-depth detail. For example, if I click on something, it shows 8 new conversion. If I click on it, I would love to see a data here. It shows what are those 8 conversation. If I click on resolution, what are those, and bit more detail to be more productive on this particular thing. But these are the current stats which are available for you. You can download these as well if you want. So that is basically the shared inbox feature of ThriveDesk as of now. Let me quickly go into the live chat feature. Basically, if I go into the support inbox, there is a feature called live chat, and you can see Avinash, a friend of mine in the community, has been testing this particular product right now. You can see he's just testing out the product. But basically this option, okay, now I just opened up my SaaSpirate website to show you the front end. If you go down, you can see that help section. This is where the live chat functionality, and some user can start chatting with me directly from here. For example, you can see this is the backend and this is the front end for the user, and whenever they send a message to the live chat, it will automatically receive here. You can automatically reply back to here, and I will show you how you can customize all the chat functionality, widget, colors and everything. But this is the core process for the chat. You also have the option to end the conversation here. You can reply it. You have the instant reply within the chat option also within here, and all the different element. One thing I do wanted to point out before I move on to the next features, that there are a lot of upcoming features it's still not available. For example, this section which shows this with our usual time to reply, still it's not available. It's on roadmap. And also this knowledge base, as you know, our knowledge base is still not available, so this is also not available as of now. And also these links which shows access to different articles you created or you want to point out user, those also not available. Any chatbot style features, functionalities also not available. So just wanted to mention they are saying that these will be included, but right now it's not available, so I can't show any of the example for that particular features here. And also you have the option which is if you are not online for some reason, this particular, since I'm online, this message is showing, but I can also have offline message with a contact form, and user can use this to send you a message and it will be automatically coming to your shared inbox here. So all those are the basic custom live chat feature. Now let me go into some of the settings so you can see what are the things available. I'm going into manage and assistant, and you can create, basically assistant means a live chat functionality. I mistakenly gave the name as Alston Antony, but anyway, but if I go into that, basically this shows that this is the live chat for the SaaSpirate, and I have all this control option, including I can include a logo, some basic coloring option with the name, and launcher style, what kind of widget icon you want, and you have the option to change the text also. Do you want to have the right alignment, left alignment, positioning, and Z index if you want advanced CSS for the placement of the widget. Those options are available here. Not a lot in terms of visuality, but you have the basic necessary functionalities for it. And if I go into the next one is the live chat, where you have different availability, and you can see these also still not available. These are showing coming soon. For example, attachments, it's still not available. Require email, not available. So these are coming soon. That's why I mentioned this is not going to be a full review, but initial impression. And contact, it shows you have the control to change, control all the send message forum fields, all this option here. Also attachments, it's not available. You can control all this. Language and track text is basically, I really like this particular feature, because we can change pretty much any text into our own language. For example, we can control the greetings, we can control the contact widget text, we can control the chat widget text, close button. If I go into the contact form, we can essentially control all the text here, live chat, error, success screen, all this. So if my customer audience is on a foreign language, I can use these fields to translate this particular service into my preferred language using this. And installation is crazy simple. All you need to do is copy this particular simple widget and paste it into body section of any of your HTML website, and it will be automatically start working in immediately. So that is what live chat feature looks like. And also, there are some other features which are coming soon. Let me open a few screenshots I saved for this one. This is currently available. I forgot to mention that if a user initiates the contact and if they drops off, you can obviously start replying to the email. So this should work. I haven't tested it still. And also there is a e-commerce feature where if I go into this, I haven't tested the e-commerce also. Basically this is I'm not sure if it's available or not, but basically a live chat functionality will also show you all the details related to your orders and everything. I haven't tested the e-commerce features, so I don't know what are the things available right now or what is coming soon. Now let me quickly go over the community aspect of this, where if I go into this and you can see it's opening up my community. And first, don't use this as a example to test it out because there's virtually nothing here, but check out their community.thrivedesk.net because it is established using their own particular this community feature, and you can see this is how it will look like. For example, it will give you a feed kind of visibility in the home screen with the different channels, different categories, different sections, and different sections will contain depending topics, comments, leaving this all the discussion. So if you want to see a live action of the community form in works, just go to community.thrivedesk.net. If you prefer to check out my one, I just created it for demo purposes. And I do created a Cname option. For example, we can, rather than having something like SaaSpirate.thrivedesk.net, we can customize that into our own branding. And you can see I have created this below my digital marketing blog and ask.this. So Cname option is available. I will leave this community open. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. So if you want to test it out, feel free to go ahead and test out this and try to create an account and do whatever the damage you want. Basically, those things are available. And if I go into the settings option, let me show you some of the options. Not there, sorry about that. Go into the manage, and now I need to go into communities. And now I can control community. For example, inside that I just create this, and inside here if you go into the gear icon, now you have some more controls with this. Still not a whole lot of customizations available, but basically they have created a minimalistic interface with a minimal control option. For example, you give the name, do you want to keep it public or private as a whole community, and inside branding you get access to logo and icon is here, logo is here, default channel as well, what is the location you want to send default for different users, and to set up a custom domain name you can just Cname, you can do it from here. So that is what community settings are as of right now as it, and you can control different sections for the community. For example, you can create various sections, you can essentially do at subtopics, categories, all these things, and you have the ability to control all the visibility or advanced functionality for each of these channels also available. For example, if I go into this, you can see I can view all the members within this, so I can control their access. And if I go into the settings tab of it, I get create group description channel. I can make it 3 different options available: public, restricted, private only. And if I want to create some kind of exclusive link for a user, only, let's say for example, only paid members can access to this, sorry, then you can create private, and automatically only those persons will be allowed. And you can do this by, once you do private and set this and click on generate link, and it will create a specialized link which you can use within your messages or sequences or automations. Let's say for example someone purchased a course, you can give this link, and as soon as they click, they will be approved and accepted into that particular channel. And you have also option to control the permissions and have some control over the members. I haven't tested this, that's why you are seeing just a bare minimum of just seeing how it works. I need to do a bit more testing into this, but if you want, I thoroughly encourage, if you are interested in community, I thoroughly encourage to check out their demo, because it's done, you can get a feel for it, how it looks. And also if you go into some of this, you will also see this widgets. These also will be available based on popular threads, all these things. So those options are available. So that is what ThriveDesk offers as of now, which I am creating the video. Still, I need to look into more deep once I start using it maximum usage, but I'm still not going to use live chat feature for my website because it's not needed for me. I like to use Bowie for that particular reason. So I will be removing my live chat feature within the SaaSpirate website using ThriveDesk. In another 1 week or 2 weeks, I will just allow for you guys to test it out in the meantime. But I will be keep using the shared inbox, which is because it's really useful for me. I can categorize, manage everything really well. I can bring my my brother actually to into the communications, so I can control which should I assign to him depending on the need for this particular use case. And if I'm offering it to client, I can manage to different client access levels. So I'm big fan of shared inbox. I need to do bit more testing on community, and I hope this video was useful. If you have any doubt, do let me know. And this is, I'm just also discovering this particular product, so if there's anything I can help or I can learn from you guys, I will be happy to do that. Once again, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.